WAEC, of course, na conduct of exams from 1952 where they established WAEC. Up to this moment, WAEC don't they carry out this mandate prudently. And remember, for over 70 years now, they give mandate, then they carry that mandate before even Sierra Leone became independent. Other institutions and the way them be created during the 10 and they, because of lack of structure, some they don't diminish. But WAEC still they go on. And now when you talk about examination, you know, we just see like we just conduct WASSCE. Exams get 3 stages where they look at. You get the pre-examination process, you get the conduct, like we don't do and so, and now we get what you call post-examination process, where they can start now. We students are now for the eager for see the output which they don't write. So this examination stages there. So that pre-examination process, of course, will now be the able entries where they open the portal. For let the school's authority, they will get candidates then, let they able register them candidates them. Of course, we don't pass that stage. So very recently, we will conclude on the 19th of this month, June.
All right, quickly, I just cut you, sorry for cut you, but you talk about the pre. We can always get rumors or issues when it comes to the pre that the schools they're not send, they're not fill the portal don't close, or some man go say they fill and at the end of the day, the list come out and name not there. Waiting really the cause the issue then.
Okay, so let just throw light on that as you don't ask. The pre-examination process wherein we they open the entry portal. So for school authority, this now for all the examination, be it BECE, NPSC and WASSCE. So let me focus on WASSCE here because now can get them problem. Because WASSCE is different from them 2 examinations there. Because BECE and NPSC in a national examination we get control over them nationally. But the WASSCE now international wherein we get 5 member countries them. Where the timetable now unique timetable where you see they don't pull and say English now this date. So Sierra Leone no get no right for alter that date there. So wherein and we get their entries there back we now get caste system where you they submit continuous assessment of you candidates them where the process they start, the pre-examination process they start. It is submit continuous assessment of you candidates the way don't promote from SS1 to SS2. So WAEC now has the right for let for let they ask the school authority that we get candidates that senior level for let them send the continuous assessment. We don't assess that candidate from SS1 to SS2. So you send the SS1. This if will be on yearly basis based on past experience. We are going to be there, but delay for pull result because some school authority they know they submit continuous assessment. So now they get them continuous assessment there before even the examination they done. So therefore, when we open that portal, they not really do entry. You as school authority, if you know say you get candidates, the number of candidates the way you get for SS3. So if WAEC open the portal, now your responsibility for let you enter then you candidates there, then you send now the system. So at the end of the day, the portal gets deadline. So when they don't open the portal for a period of 3 months, if you as school authority not submit you detail of the candidate of your candidate them within that period when the portal close, WAEC not they extend that deadline there. So now it makes some school authority them they say until then time they are all elapsed. Then later they reach student and say hey then say then again when they do their entries there are some them either way the report the way they can give say some students they know they report on time now school during the registration they see then left out some. We then they say hey we send but some then they really not send. So then they will not get any responsibility on that. Now then the school authority now then get the responsibility for upload the details of the candidate. When they upload, what you get now with system, even if now 1,000 a school upload, else that 1,000 they don't go now with the system where they provide materials then for them 1,000 candidates then there. So when people then be they blame WAEC say WAEC no they omit and will not be change that data there because they can do wrong entries back where even if they make provision for less school authority if you don't know say don't do genuine error you get a period where you they write to the office officially not to for send the candidates for them school exams they are all they talk about. You get a period where they write officially to the office, and the office go do the necessary correction. But all anything there are some school authority then they neglect the anything there are. Even they make error, the candidates detect that the way go. And this system that I talk about and small, now online, but all waiting contain the entries. They go extract the template online, then they can't do offline. So waiting and they deceive students them. When they do the entry, they are offline. So at the end of the day, where you don't do all the entries for your candidate, you get right for all the candidates. They print photo album, they print confirmation of entries, then they print admission notices, so that let the candidate can verify, you know, say yes, this na my face, this na my subject the way I enter for, then this na my name is spelled correctly, then before ever they upload. But most of the school authority then they tell you say when they call students they know they respond for can't confirm. So when they upload the entries there, any error we did they're not able correct it again as long as you don't upload now the system. So when they can't read them now later, then they can't give them the details them for let's say for the confirmation of entry. When they can watch now, hey, my name na Marie, but na spell M-A-R-E, not to M-A-R-E, na M-A-R-I-E. So what then they do? Then they go the offline backup where they get, then correct Marie, then print for them for 2 album. They know they go now the office, so they know they write to them. Forget they don't submit. Now the office, everything then submit now that office, then in the day. Why not the alter nothing until you can now say, hey, I forget to this Marie I spell in this way. But not so it for be, because those are genuine mistakes. So why can do then correction and they before the commencement of the exams. They know they do, and so when the candidate come, so then they do this offline, then when the candidate see yes, they don't correct them. So at the end of the day, when results they come out, when the candidate go down sit, before even results they come out, who they send their material there, because we get the attendance sheet where who they send, the name of the candidate they print, then we even get the scannable, very objective answer sheet there who they send. The candidate name, the candidate they begin see difference. Say, hey, but this thing, look what in the admission notice is correct, but look what why don't make mistake. So when they go to the school they tell them say now go to office, which is the wrong thing. We are school authority, now you do the entries. Now you for go to the office.
In the case of girls' school, I think a year or 2 ago, then the whole school not be able for take the exams. Is it that now school not publish the cast?
Of course they not upload. They not upload for no candidates. Of course that last year.
All right,
they not upload for no candidates.
Quick question. We still deal with the preliminary stage, like how you rightly say. In the situation where in a prominent school like Methodist Girls High School, no send, no entry, is it not a concern for ask question? Because certain school
no reason why
would not be sent.
We get over thousands of schools there for the month. So we're not going to pick out a school say you not send. And when the deadline they close, now they print a list of all the schools. They give updates on a regular basis. Because ministry now the employing authority, when the entries reach a stage, when they give them updates, say we expect social schools them. Let's say for last year, we get 886 schools in the system. So we expect the 886 schools there.
Right across the country.
Right across the country represents candidates as senior secondary schools. So we expect the 886 schools there for present candidates for 2026. So within that, we update when ministry and the school and they update say, hey, based on last year we get 886, but now we don't get 700. So still get them schools there. Why have they update the ministry on daily basis on that?
But information.
Then now, even this year, we get over 1,000 schools that will enter for these exams.
But according to popular public opinion, they say because of, in the case of girls' schools still, not all, some students they will start SS1, they can SS2, or it begin with the school in SS2, or someday we are just like SS3 you go to the school for 6 exams. Now be the reason we make WAEC not allow them for take the exams. How factual was that?
WAEC not they disqualify any candidate that will not get that
so
authority.
So if I go grammar school SS1, okay, if I go grammar school SS1 or let's say SS3 for just go take the exams, how would you be able to get my continuous assessment?
Well, this now the problem now where you don't fall under examination malpractice, because you not for go SS3 and you not get that way because you entry. I don't tell you now say from SS1 now did the school for capture your data. You don't get that point. So if you go now to school SS3, then tell you say they don't capture your data, it means they deceive you. They're not able because then we don't send SS1 and that entry, that number they now get for the continue. Either it drop or it maintain. No way, not go add. You not go add.
You not go add.
You not go add. In case you get provision, all thing WAEC na a very transparent institution. If you want transfer, let's say you be the attend Kailaun. Now you people they don't transfer in Africa in case of them government workers there. Somebody want transfer Kailaun before the exam period. If they go to the school say, hey, now they don't transfer me and I know they left me picking at Kailaun. I for come full town. Now social school. Documentation for the illegal we call CAS reference number where that school gets for you. Therefore release out certain documents within the CAS ministry for no. Then from it then refer you to the school now with that CAS reference number there, the ministry they take up with WAEC now, they able to transfer you successfully.
Okay.
Let me
just give you some facts.
Yes.
From my investigation as a journalist when I do, for the past 2 years or more, even to these concluded exams, there are candidates them they not attend that particular school day, but now under that school day they sit exams and they took the exams.
Of course, I not left nothing. But you hear about say na me face but not to me name. Yeah. Na me name but not to me face. These are the problems. But because that SS1 the moment
according to my investigations, some na their face, na their name.
Well, they don't do pre-registration.
No, I'm talking about someone who even go to school.
No, you know they tell.
Is it that now from SS1 the school for begin send you
of course
continuous assessment?
Yes. Of course.
But in most cases, like how my colleague they say, in most cases some of them students here they go sit some of other
let me just break.
So what think it don't happen with the AS them with they not go the
so
the SS1
what we try for ask here is now let's say me for example as it was on my normal schooling system, Form 1, Form 2, I go grammar school. But I don't get a requirement for university. Then I applied also now with Muslim Brotherhood or Anzaru. And I took the exams, even though Muslim Brotherhood or the Anzaru, where I go sit the exams to, I not get continuous assessment at that school.
When was that? Who see that?
Now, top building a premise. That's an example. And for my own investigation, even to this year, there are candidates them we don't left school 1-2 years ago, but they applied with schools and they took the exams.
Yes, the verification of them candidates then na ministry they do them.
How?
We the school from SS1 as I tell you now, we submit the data. Then people there, they know what then they do. They don't work out certainty because the BECE forget timeline. I make if you get somebody in a ministry, now in get for answer. But I just explain from your own point. So if you don't there now, they don't send me continuous assessment from SS1. Even though you not attend the school as you they say. We in an assumption with the denier. We mean not certain of. If they don't send Mohammed Kamara,
very clear.
No, well, I'm not going to deny. Because not really verify. So, and ministry recently they don't say they know they accept repeaters policy. But of course, even when they go to the field, if they see some candidate they know this not be the attend school. But for the mere fact that they don't send entry for them for that cashier one, they don't do that one day. Then they obviously no way not for bypass. They don't send that name day. Whether with the correct photo or not with the correct photo. Now I make a tell you say some then they hear you or mismatch or I say they're not the correct. Because if they send Mohammed Kamara, we then send any photo, you can be Mohammed Kamara but not to the photo then send. You can see saying that you name Cam, but not to the face lady. Then scenario then they some then can upload names them where they not even get. Where we don't find out. So later now where this man come, hey, I name Saliu Kamara. Okay, I get space, come. If they enter you that instantly, but at the end of the day, all you detail them not to them they we get them problem then they way every day and they go now of the end and they send the candidate, don't get man go. as school authority because they know so they ask them certain question where they not go able to answer. So these are some of the things they are not going to deny you.
Yeah. So according to you, if I can recall me well, you say before from SS1,
yes,
already don't get a fixed number within the school for send. Am I right?
No, not they get fixed number. When you get, let's say you get 100 candidates, when you promote them from SS1 to SS2, why they request continuous assessment for the. So if you upload all your 100 candidates, when you get, it means you don't get 100 candidates for you. Now the bank we SS2 you promote them back SS3, you they still upload then continuous assessment for SS2. With their 100 candidates, then they you not be able to add, it will reduce in case somebody drop out of the way. But not be able to add.
Okay, the question I want to ask with this system we are talk, so we're very well aware saying how they work properly because like how my colleagues say somebody they come on at this school, go sit in that school, go sit in that other school. It means if somebody sits the WASSCE now, this school for example, who they take so they not get requirements of go college. The school where it sits originally from now they sit back if you want to repeat.
Well, recently the government don't even pull that repeaters policy. So but then I get somebody in a ministry, they talk about that how we can get some along.
The reason for that question, the reason for that particular question, according to you now, you know get continuous assessment if you go join another school for seats. So meaning if you just sit, if you go this school, you don't sit like how my colleagues, you don't say grammar school, you don't sit WASSCE, you don't get requirements for good college. You not go get continuous assessment and idea, not possible because
of course,
it means you not qualify for.
So that's why Naimi government even disqualify these repeaters. So Naimi this yearly cast so don't implement for the past 4 years now they maintain so Naimi make it come up because before now one off entry they do open you can take anybody but now even then list of them candidate there it is submit na ministry they verify. Now ministry now they write to WAEC, yes, this get 100 candidates will qualify. WAEC they give you accreditation for the 100 candidates, then you upload them at the system. So now so they operate. But not to like we get say I get 100 candidates, just they upload. If they go through ministry they approve, then candidates then if now 100 they approve for you, you upload. WAEC give you the space for uploading 100 candidates then.
All right, let me go to the conduct of the exam because this are not still buy this first site because it still happen. You know, say they happen and they continuously they happen. Even this just concluded and so it happen. Where people in the commodity different school go.
So before we cancel the conduct of the exams.
Well, all down there when I get for a back where is all the common where people in the come back say, hey, is all don't come on not to me face the. When they see the admission notice, I don't tell you now. It will show you everything correct. But for the mere fact not to that name they be there now that continuous assessment we then submit. We is all the common I get for the mismatch of names and faces.
Yeah, I don't see a situation where
so you get for a
if get a mail name, I don't see one.
Yeah, so what I want for know between WAEC and the Ministry for Education, would I then get the sole responsibility for conduct the WASSCE exams?
WAEC now then they conduct the exams.
So it interests me for that now say the ministry now then they recommend the students then to WAEC.
Yeah, now then get the schools. Now then the employing authority. Now then get the school, now then they pay teachers, now then they pay for them picking and they so therefore now then get the system. Say would that qualify now, would that get back let's say for 2026, would that get 4 to 3 years back 9 qualify for situations. Now the counting regulation. Why not they go against that? So all what you want where you say now you don't verify any candidates now, even if now 100 year candidates get for the mere family say these candidates qualify, why have they open the system for you?
So we not get any as long as now ministry
approve.
Why not get anything
at all? We not they change which you don't send. Will not get anything for changing them.
There was a rumor say because ministry now they pay the examination fee for picking them, make WAEC the CC the result then.
No, then they.
I don't know. It's a rumor. I don't say not correct.
It's not correct.
The program you watch now Magic Morning TV, they get you live for Magic Television. 38 on Facebook, YouTube, and all the social media handles them. You said can be part of the program. We will send you message to 090 10 38 38 090 10 38 38 or send them on Facebook or the YouTube channel space, and we will ask Mr. Saliu Kamara any question we write and ask we inside the program. Don't forget to Saliu M. Kamara, the acting head of public affairs in WAEC. A day after everybody just concluded WAEC and WASSCE exam, and the way forward for the BECE exam will get one more seat and don't postpone. Continue for David we join me and send the text message. Everyone we still look at the preliminary stage.
So why we so keen about the preliminary stage? Because they say no us no they will not get foundation.
Yeah,
now we get foundation in 14 up.
Yeah.
And we have seen so many malpractices in the exams. We've seen so many skirmishes in these exams. So I think it starts from the preliminary stage before coming to the conduct of the exam. So again, let's look at this one. What about in the cases wherein we can see even people way much more older can take the exams than one during the let me don't go to during the exams. How or waiting are some of the mechanisms them where one can use for check and balance some of the activities that we work they do? As you say, one are the sole people will get the responsibility for conducting the exams.
Yeah, thank you very much. I don't start my statement, my submission, say, na two way. The ministry, na then get the schools. Na then they determine whether they take the exams, where they don't do them verification from the schools. The schools now then get the candidates. At the end of the day, if you say you get 100 candidates for SS3 for 2027 exams, you will submit the list of 100 candidates in a ministry with them BECE, can get what them call BECE check. I make if I be find somebody for ministry.
We will get some time.
Yes, no, but if we appear we say we on day we will be able to take the then we say then you on day then we will take the into details. So I'm not you am put much on that. So we don't verify. So whoever they verify say this qualify, then send them for WAEC. When WAEC they open the portal like WASSCE, so the person take the exams. So yes, of course, I see your point, but like what I say, the other terror I get somebody when I call me back. So when you explain now, if you get any, why I get any addition, we will put. But that side they may not go much. The only thing we then say 50 candidates for school A, why they open. Then we get even penalty system where you say somebody will not qualify when they see people and where they take the exam. If now WAEC direct forbidden thing and they will get you to now make even the government say they disqualify the repeaters policy according to this last year or year before last, even last year to this year exams. We get what you call now rules and regulations. Registration of on disqualified candidates where they register somebody will not qualify. What that means? What you be the talk this now? Somebody don't come this year. You don't go from SS1, SS2, SS3. When you don't sit the exams, that in continuous assessment, why don't utilize them for pull result? If that person fail, he come back. We say they pull continuous assessment for him. This now registration of unqualified candidate. The person not qualify again unless he can begin back SS1. So now we put that one day before ministry say yes, of course. Why because international or all other countries they are the same thing and they do private was there for repeater. So now unless they will fabricate continuous assessment for that candidate, because what you get we don't utilize them for that year we supposed to sit. So now make them get for table out for a paper where they say they don't disqualify the repeaters policy, no repeater again. So why don't get them measures then they and even get instances the way candidate they come out from school A won't be they talk about. If we detect even they primary picking them, then they come out from class 5
Go sit.
For go sit.
The MPSC.
Yes. And then they pull them. Sometimes if now this school the attendance is a brilliant, then they go send another school, they go sit the NPSC. If that complaint they, because some head teacher then they bring them complaint and they then picking and they get result because the candidate not qualify for sit the exams. That's an offense. Then even ministry they go ahead for even invite that head teacher we go register, accept that candidate day and the parents them for investigate them. So these are some of the things. But the third one they get somebody from ministry who they raise up some of them things there, then I think for able to talk on them thoroughly.
Okay, now we'll come to the
conduct of the examinations.
Yes.
Just give me background quickly about the WASSCE. The WASSCE don't complete now. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, like we talk, the successful conduct of every exam is start from the pre-examination activities. Of course, here before last, it not be easy. We be talk about methodological school, students they left out, then say then they are until ministry come in, say no, they pay for now. You see, but this year, this 2026, all schools we get legible candidates them, they're able to enter. And we not get no complaints, say A, school A left out, school B left out for candidate there. So then they alone give sanity to the exam. Candidate know they sit down, or even we say no they go to center, say, well then they can't take this one. Tell them student they will then left out they come. So the exams was conducted in a peaceful atmosphere. We start them of course late in April and end this 2019. And this 19th Friday, 90 examination end. And we will conduct and all materials we don't get them now, we security places them, and we hope say the post-examination process will don't start back, follow we release results, then it will happen back. But the conduct so far it go on successfully. Of course we not go ignore the issues of exam malpractice.
They can yes. So we want to know how the exam.
Yes, but the conduct so far is so peaceful. Because ministry they involve police, of course, why not they move their material there without police? We get communicate.
This don't lead me to the sound of why we can continue.
We get communicate with even some of the security apparatus institutions the way they monitor back the exams, especially them big papers them. So let's say
not that was big paper.
Yeah, then English language, then core.
Okay.
Yes. So they see at times until we now say go around and they see different people them. You see. So then say they do the monitoring, not to even WAEC alone no more. So all man they do monitoring and we go observe what they see. We can meet, we discuss, then from there we iron out things.
You know, in conduct of the exams it entails recruitment of staffs for work with WAEC. More especially teachers from different schools.
Yes.
Is it that I can go through a process of recruitment?
Not to WAEC the one and they will call them supervisors and invigilators. Now ministry in collaboration with conference of principals for secondary schools, now then they appoint the supervisors and the invigilators. Because now then get the candidates there and now you for conduct exams and supervise, you invigilate you candidate the way they conduct exams. So that recruitment day, now not to like now new people them, now the teachers them, we they na payroll them for assign to certain centers them for supervise principals, then for invigilate senior teachers then.
So then they pay them for that, or they give them stipend or compensate them?
Yeah, WAEC they give them stipend. Yes, at the end of the day.
Okay. I'm a little bit confused.
Yeah.
They are working for the ministry, but at the end of the day now they pay them. Why?
No, they're not the work that process they.
So indirectly they are under the ministry because
under
teachers,
because
you say pin-coded teachers we register under the Ministry of Education. But why they take care of their finances?
Yes, for the exams.
Why?
Because you get for common morning, you can't turn up for invigilate. So then they will take and say na extra job where they do. Although now them picking them, of course now we WAEC alone we don't meet them from we forefathers them they don't they do am. Some country then they we even now we remember country then we not they pay in because now then get the candidate. But we remember as the 19th edition so the number is small then thought and fit say at least with that person they come on the money there and he get something as in transport and something where they eat. So now make we maintain that they up to this moment. Not to like we they pay way down they done now by session when you invigilate today you get then the next day if now other person at the end of the day when you accumulate and then WAEC pay. Not to like regular pay.
I know now it's stipend.
Yes,
transport.
exactly.
So waiting how now WAEC they choose the center then how the what process for choose a school for be a center?
Well, the process for choose a school for be a center will get certain criteria where the school for able fulfill. We not they do them alone. We get ministry involvement there. We get CPSS. Then WAEC now where they regulate for say this school qualify for be a center. So let's say for example, new school. Apart from the old one, they all don't know now as a center. You apply, say you want to be a center. When they look at your facility, then more the whole facility where they get for able to accommodate candidates them, not only you own candidates them. Sometimes if we get other school now, yeah, we near you, we then not get that facility, they will able to say, hey, you get 200 candidates, we will count other 200 to 300 candidates we able to accommodate conveniently. So the space, then the other wash facility there, where the school forgets. So then the sitting accommodation. So then thing and they all they look at. So we will qualify you for new center.
There are schools with a center, but they are having no disrespect to them. Dilapidated buildings, no proper sanitation. The wash you are talking about. Yet still exams are ongoing there.
Yes, we get some cases there even though we don't put across and we not able avoid anything in there. Based on now make go they work with ministry, you get all them challenges then they. Let's say for example this school. Even some school and the number way then they send for let able to accommodate them accurately. If they see a school, they get a roll of 500. The entire from SS1 to SS3 now 500. But when it comes to us, that school they submit 700 to 800 candidates. So now make a tell you say if we invite other institution there, we will see certain thing there. We said they find a lot of challenges on that. So where you don't get, you can't see your facility, even you students them for let you accommodate them until you squeeze. So for let you go back to the next center, instead of get your own candidate, you're not go able. So no there no way. Some of them cases then they will not can see. We not get no way we will say well maintain your candidates there so that let them sit in your school. So this is some of the problem where they see some centers and they like when they talk anything and they see. But if accordingly this what we don't explain so now in the unique procedure, forget the facility and the environment if for be conducive where the candidate them for sit down spaciously and take the exams. You see, but if you see them scenario then they now because of which I don't explain so. If you not get no way for move you because you get 700 candidates, even the one way for host you know the candidate and all reach so. So we shall for take you. We just see well maintained. And center not so permanent.
Okay.
Then at any time we see there is a facility that is better than yours. We can move you they say go there so that we get the sanity of the exams. Not so permanent. We say they don't give center no they're not for take again. Why get the right for withdraw and give back at any time where the situation arise.
Alright, that's one of the challenges they wanna get. So tell me some of the challenges they wanna get with this concluded WASSCE we just done so.
Yeah, so the biggest challenge the involvement of some principals that we not agree for even take part in the examination.
What do you mean by not they take part?
They not they take part. For example, the procedure as principal for being supervisor, and then for the move. You see, so if you're not principal of this school, if you're able to go supervise now the next school, not to follow, you just send any senior teacher. So some principal and they not go for move. You see,
I don't bring that up to the
you know, all they are not challenging
because they get every year of principals and
of course every year in and out. So then challenges then of course the accommodation in will not for talk. When they go, especially them big papers them. Because then they school not the day, of course we know. But even though you go, they see the students within the overcrowd. So the biggest now, of course, the issue of examination malpractice, we are a big challenge. We all need for come on board and try for mitigate that. So these are some of the challenges them. Of course, we self we get our own constraint for let they deliver the material there for let exam start on time. Yes, you see, so all length in there.
Let's look at the delivery process.
You see, the delivery now on daily basis we get for DUAM. For law just keep the integrity of the examination.
Daily basis?
On daily basis.
So if I didn't have been called on a village now, then they are supposed to take the exams.
Yeah.
And the exam paper then get for pull all the way free on a daily basis.
On a daily basis, of course. If they meet you in color before 8 o'clock, 8:30 will start, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So
whether we travel now on net or but if they meet you in the morning, they start on time.
So now not get any space or mechanism I can put, say for example, because of delay and other things, let this paper let's distribute them to the district level, and then when the exam probably like as I say, then distribute it to Bombali district, for example, on outside. Being called
no, we get a branch office them, but for that center at the top of the center.
Okay.
We not keep now the center there.
Okay.
We get a branch offices then, Kenny Mabo, Makeni.
Because we look now say if you want to paper go Kubolo.
No, you know they pull out my money in here. Easy. We get all the time of delivery, we get them and the way BECE they reach them on time.
Even on it.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
All right.
Even for travel and net we can travel. And then a simple thing.
We still skip the malpractice first because
they
are the most order of the day. They took them, but
now it's not a challenge. Not to say it can be a topic, even not for this. It will be a topic. It will not even end them. It's more like a challenge. If I deny them for say not to challenge, then I know if you say I don't play justice. Yes. So we self when they conduct the exam, we they see the pen.
So now we look at the post examination. We think it be in a process. How they do that?
Well, like we are say, we don't get to examiners the way they mark. So they invite them now for let them come
so how
and do the needful.
Because when we go school, there was a story we say some examiner they just they watch and pass. You know they even mark. Once you don't see you make one mistake, you assume say all the rest that you've done not make any sense. So you just can go X, just can go X, just can go. How I can get the examiners?
Now down there, na story like we say na story. It can be true or not.
Because some mark the workload boku, again like 500 papers for mark within 1 week and submit. So you don't have to waste time per the students. You know make sense. The passer.
No, why not they do so? We get people who they train. Despite the recruitment, we then they recruit you as subject experts. No, Congosa they definitely lie. They Congosa for waiting even do. Waiting not they happen. It can happen. In Congosa they don't say why office don't burn. Una go they meet the burn. Not to like when even the burn at the mouth say all thing don't burn. No, it's say for hard. So it can be different. You see,
how are they doing a recruitment for the examiners then? Because I know some get chief.
Yeah, we get subject experts there where they do their recruitment and they base on everybody in discipline.
Okay.
You see, just like you as a journalist, you must get the qualification for being a journalist. Then they recruit you. So likewise, when you say you want mark, we get reforms the way they give out. So the person they go fill the form. Then from there, the principal of the school endorse. You see, for certain things, then from there you forward them. We get subject expert the way they look at them and see say this person qualify based on your teaching experience where you don't get. Then lad tell you, well, you know they just mark something like where they say you send them. We get certain stages, verification stages, then back where thing and then they go until you see say the correct thing is done. You see? So therefore, then they not to just like any examiner. You see? So when you qualify, then they vet you out. Even with the qualification, then we get them chief examiners there with all the experience. Then they go through the thing and they back stage by stage. You see? And we get the training process. So we from this, then we don't detect you now. Say, hey, but this man, that's why to say, yes, he qualify in this. But the kind way how he perform now the training, we see say. So if then she say you're not able to perform, then you can drop you from the training. So you're not even carry it. So all them things and there.
So when I can let us say, because I want to say junior teachers or new entrants into the ministry in system. But so, no, what category of teacher they more lacking? For example, senior teachers, vice principals, junior teachers, so to say.
I said in a qualification, if you are a degree holder, you get your education, you get your teaching experience. So you don't qualify for let you apply for marking. Forget 3 years postgraduate teaching experience with your education. Okay. So therefore we don't spend 10 years then you principal. Even law say you get 20 years. If they will training and they give do this in order and correctly, then can drop you get examiner they will be blacklist because of certain things. You see say they perform again. You see, so all them things they happen, not to like na permanent contractual. So if you perform this year, no problem. Next year if you come and not perform, people and they will watch you. You get a process where they tell you. Not to say as you can now, then will give the script. No.
Issues or I don't use the word public opinion may come out say why not pay the examiners and chief examiners or the one who they mark quick so that they can cause a delay sometimes they follow even the results come out in time.
Then it can happen, but now say the system now two-way. You see, so that make us say certain things and if we get the institution where the employing authority something that they like gonna ask I for don't refer, but the moment government pay they pay whoever.
Okay, so now government get the delay because the government not pay quick, only say not they pay the examiner then quick. Is that so?
Therefore you see what you conduct for them for the you pay. So now based on the conduct of exam, the examination fee, now they will take pay you the mark. You see. But now we don't improve on anything because this government they really where they pay on regular basis. You see. But before it they happen see on 10T, but now they happen. So now make now even if they see turn out. So man they don't left, they don't begin they come back. You see. But the moment you get delay on anything and they will not be able to hide them because we not get switching you forget for give, you not be able to give.
Even the vehicle will not be the higher, so will not be pay quick.
Not the higher vehicle now. For say with the higher, all the thing and like what I don't tell you so now. If I they expect for let you give this man, if you not give me, I'm not able to give. So now even the higher in you don't limit.
Because you don't get enough vehicle.
Yes, we get vehicles the way they dispatch throughout. Then the system again. We don't get some changes. Then we are in. Even the supervisors there now then they come, then collect, then go conduct. You see, we just go around and monitor. So the issue of hiring now, you don't limit.
Okay, so now the exams, I don't sit the exam. More likely per mark my paper. When I get a particular marking system or when I get a fixed marking scheme.
Of course, any examination, even if not school exams, you forget a marking scheme. All na the training they there and the way I be dey tell you, the way you as examiner.
So which means when I get certain criteria, let's say for English language, when I get certain criteria when I look at if they na the policy in script before it pass through.
Of course, you get a marking scheme. So that marking scheme there, you get subject experts then. They go through that marking scheme there and make sure say they don't capture all it takes. For the student answer this now or that, it will fall within. You know, go beyond that marking scheme there again. So therefore, you get subject expert the way na chief examiners them for WASSCE because now they talk about now more.
Yeah.
Because the BECE and the NPS you get international subject officers them. So we know nothing all the way student they think of. We then not go don't think of say this is also correct. Not to like that with school exams on term. Some teachers then they will give me definition. If one no more even definition for use. It's different.
Also I don't know how factual is that since as you say WAEC a body will comprise of 5 member countries.
Yes.
Okay, you back say today na Salon and the mark for Ghana and the mark for Salon. Is it true?
Well, as I tell you, we get subject experts internationally. So WAEC as a body now one.
Wait, what
WAEC as a body now one.
You say BECE and WASSCE, you get international expert before.
As you know, WASSCE we get international experts there. You see, so therefore WAEC now one. So waiting Ghana they do, na in Salon they do.
So let me go back.
You see.
Is it true that Salon they mark for Ghana they mark for Nigeria they mark for Salon?
Well, we get teachers then. You tell you about examiners then.
I want follow go a no yes.
No, I tell you, it not will be a no yes. You see, because hence you not examiner for English. If they mark English, whether from England, if they mark them. You see, hence you not examiner for English, you not subject expert.
Yes.
You see, so but therefore we get our own examiners there where they teach then subject then back where they mark then subject. If the need arise for let them give assistance in any other country, it can happen.
All right, okay, continue for the retreat. Continue for the retreat at the program. We can take a short break. After the break, we continue the program. We talk to Saliu M. Kamara from WAEC. We tell me plenty things. We will take a short break, and after the break, we will continue the program.
Official welcome this. Introducing your planet. Martins. Education sweet smell. Sweet tech.
Okay, the peace of the West. That's them, takes them. None of them. No, look at your high mileage. All of the buying of the picture is a damage. Mama and Papa will listen to this message. That's mommy cause here you last week's parado man. You go see the profits. Yeah, you go see the profits. Education is sweet, oh. It's sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. Tell me mama and Papa say education is sweet, oh. It's sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. It's sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. Tell me mama and Papa say education is sweet, oh. It's sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. When you educate a child, you don't educate a nation. When you go sit down in class, let we do your favorite thing. Sometimes you go be president, be lawyer, be doctor, be teacher. Come on. Sometimes you go be minister, be bomber, be musician, be banker. Education is sweet, oh. It's sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. Tell me mama and Papa say education is sweet, oh. It's a pen. Wash your hand very well, level on a class. Where you study very hard, you never got last. Without education, you go end up for class. Yeah, education only say pass you long. You can learn free time, mess and tell all in oil and everything well in case. Okay, me now your kind. You brilliant, rises and team up with nothing. Okay, dedicate this song to the staff and peoples of Joyous Mother. Mom and Dad, one love. And so who know the people that wanna look out to them. One love, education, them boys, don't be twist, it's your boy, your cannon, team up with Martin. Out. Education is sweet, oh. It's sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. Tell me mama and papa say education is sweet, oh. It's sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. It's sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. Tell me mama and papa say education is sweet, oh. It's sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh.
Official rock of this. Introducing your cannon. Martins. Education sweet well. Sweet.
The people of the WASSCE, best and takes them, none of it. No, looking for high mileage. Smile on the bike, now the picture is a damage. Mama and papa will listen to this message. That's why me cause, yeah, you last week's man, you go see the profits. Yeah, you go see the profits. Education is sweet, oh. It's sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. Tell me mama and papa say education is sweet, oh. It's sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. It's sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. Tell me mama and papa say education is sweet, oh. It's sweet, oh. Education is sweet, oh. When you educate a child, you don't educate a nation. When you go sit down in class, let we do your paid attention. Sometimes you go be president, be lawyer, be doctor, be teacher. Come on. Sometimes you go be minister, be bomber.
The malpractice that will take place. The program will watch a Magic Morning till they get you live on Magic Television, channel 38, on Facebook, YouTube, and all the social media handles that we get you from. Inside the studio, we get Sally M. Kamara, the acting head of public affairs and WAEC, who will tell you about the just concluded WASSCE exam and all the things that we do inside WAEC for let we get a credible examination. Welcome back again to the program, Sally.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, indeed. Before we go for break, we will talk about how the marking process can go about, and you make a mention, say, the sister country body them, everybody gets access for mark, each and everybody in paper. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So now my question is, in Ghana, for example, they get their own curriculum. They get their own method and system of education. Salon get their own. We get our own curriculum. We get some of the subjects them way. They know they do them in Ghana, or then they do them in Salon. How then can you foment some of those areas? Let's take for example, now in schools they do civic education. civic education about Sierra Leone is different from civic education about Ghana. And I am a teacher of civic education. If I have that opportunity, would you think I would do the right thing?
I make I say we get subject experts internationally. WAEC na a body. So we alone need Ghana in anything with a request. And all them curriculum there, all the subject experts and they participate. You understand what I say?
Yeah, I'm getting
you. You there, you know everything about the curriculum of Ghana, subject experts. We get international subject experts there. So they're not the thing about one curriculum. Of course, you get different curricula there. So therefore, then they okay, we get even with chief examiners them where they interact with their member countries then they. So internationally then they meet, then they discuss, you see, and set out all their marking scheme there. So not to just one side. You area where they reach there, now all they discuss back, now look at the syllabus. When I see yes, then facts there don't enough for incorporate into certain marking scheme.
Okay.
So then they okay for we.
So because of time, we'll get more things for discuss. Eku. I don't know if you get more questions for.
I get beaucoup questions for us, but I think say we can push and go small now and look into the BECE really can we don't get who knows say why don't postpone the exam or don't push and go BN or something. Give me a background about that.
Yeah, so I start my statement say we mandate now for conduct exams.
Okay.
We get the national exams, we get the international. WASSCE na international. So we go na any platform na the first thing and the people and the target of. But notwithstanding, their national exams they are back important. Yes, I make a comment una say when una get anything for know about institution, una call the person. First of all, let people and the way they ask say, or they talk say, WAEC don't postpone the BECE examination. Whose dates we officially WAEC don't release for 2026 BECE? No dates WAEC not release it for 2026 BECE. So why you go postpone exam? Now we don't release a 2026 BECE with the conduct and so then whether dates they come, the exam not take place. You not release it.
So not
Well, dates not be there.
Of course.
But we need to get a pattern, exam pattern as well. Now we say when NPST na May, WASSCE na April to June, June to so na BECE. So I trust that pattern.
Yeah, but when that pattern they WAEC they put dates say yes we will conduct. This year when I think a second Saturday NPST fall not to so.
Yes.
Trading
first Saturday.
Yes. So therefore we no put no date for BECE. But the only thing the preparations are ongoing. So the exams will be conduct when everything come then ministry and WAEC sit down and try for get the right date. But we not postpone BECE because we not release date officially.
And it's supposed to it's a 1 month exam.
No, now 8 days, not to even it's 2 weeks.
Okay.
Now 8 days.
Well, at the pattern, people don't know say afterwards, immediately afterwards.
Yeah, of course, last year, just afterwards, it's like the 25th of June we start and last year we end up early July.
Yes.
You see? So now sometimes people and they go on to the expect for start back this year.
Yes.
No, these are national exams. You see, we can come in, ministry can come in and say, hey, we need A, B, C, and D, so therefore, but let the people and just get the preparation. BECE will come when officially WAEC release a date. We will issue out a timetable. All sign of this country, all the schools that represent candidates for BECE, then we get by God in power.
You know, it interests me for all this because even some schools don't start camping now, even though the ministry they don't put stop on camping business, but we see some schools also. Or some less in place there, they already don't start camping for BECE students there, which means probably they might have a clue that the exam supposed to start on a particular date, even though as you say it was not made public to anyone.
No, but the exam they take place.
So don't you, don't you think this small delay will cause
if you come, no problem, but the exam therefore take place.
Okay,
the obvious. Now the dates normal will not get official.
I want to echo that for viewers because most people are looking now and we don't send message. We echo again say the Beckett timetable not commemorate.
Of course, WAEC no release no official timetable for Beckett. So when the timetable WAEC release their own timetable, of course every school, we send another school. They write ministry, will copy, write CPSS, will send the different branch offices then, and they send the schools them. Now, for the public domain, of course.
Usually, how long this timetable can come before the commencement of the exam?
Of the exams. Preparation on the side of the student.
Well, it depends on the date when they set, but we pull timetable within 1 month, 2 weeks if we don't come on before the exams they commence.
1 month, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Between 1 month or between 2 weeks to 1 month. You see, but once now in international, then you don't publish themselves over, let's say for a year, because the year around normal, when you see we send the calendar there, they see what's timetable there. Although later now you can see amendment them based on country specific.
You know, I can say one thing always, and I don't share with my brother so many times. We don't get a debate about it. For me, let me say this. For me, the most credible exam in Sierra Leone is the BECE exam. Yes, and I will give me justifications to that. And interesting.
No, wait a minute. You agree with that statement?
No, the man said they give justification.
No, nobody give justification.
So okay, so let me take a twist now. Let me take a twist from your own side. I know let you talk as the public head, the acting head of public affairs. I want to let you talk like an ordinary Sierra Leonean. We don't been in Sierra Leone for a long time. They observe the educational system. They observe the examination system. Among the three, which is the most credible exams presently as a Sierra Leonean?
So waiting are your own justification? Give your own justification. We say I need for coming. Are they coming?
Yeah. So
you see.
If I give me justifications, I know one for the bill premise on me.
No, not with that.
Okay, for me,
take on a genuine.
BECE is the most credible exams. One, we say you can prove me wrong, all right? BECE in exams always gets high level of turnout, low level of malpractice, low level of passes, not high number of passes, and we know the bokutin okay to even the common exam now with an MPSC, but we can't touch on that malpractice area. These are my premises. I sat the BECE exams and I can still call that was the most difficult exam for me when I be go school, even back then, not now.
Even more than was.
Yes, BECE was too difficult for me when I be go school, and not for only me, but I've been trying for follow up on how the results then can come in, how the passes then can be, how the failures then can be cumulatively. That is why I said for me BECE is the most credible exams. As a Sierra Leonean, I know they talk as a journalist again. So for you also, as a Sierra Leonean, a patriotic one, which exams would you consider to be the most credible exams?
You know, the exams they by level, and the people them or the pupils the way they take the exam there, then level them back different. So when they talk about WASSCE, they talk about higher level way now the gateway to the university, to tertiary institutions. So the level at which malpractice then they occur, of course, is more than BECE. Then even that BECE, the level of malpractice is more than NPSC. So then according to statistics.
Wow.
Yes, according to statistics. So all this based on the integrity of we the individual who they conduct the exams as supervisors, as invigilators. But the level at which malpractice they occur per WASSCE is more than 2 exams there. That I can assure you based on statistics. But the level of malpractice in BECE again is more than NPSC. You see?
So in other words, as you graduate
do exactly.
You write
exactly. You know the desperate forget this was. Which man they go all out. You know they let BECE. And even the level of picking the way they take BECE. And you say,
not mature enough that way.
We are get this aggregate and no say they go SS1. You see? So therefore now so the situation there.
Edward, we not get better again. Let's look into my practice, please. Tell me we got about 15 minutes more for round of the program. So that will come to let's look into this my practice business now because we not get time. We're gonna get plenty text messages on my practice.
So we'll start first with the point where you make see they get good security.
For transport
yes, now they even get police there with the escort now. For transport, according to you, quote unquote, even at night. Everyone know think it happen at night. All things do happen. And boku them, even for let us just center it on WASSCE exams. The paper then can leak, so to say. You see credible paper where it's not in the city tomorrow morning. It don't leak day before yesterday. It don't leak yesterday. Who that them for blame?
Well, then they will not talk on say WAEC paper then they leak. One day, and not say from the 80s will be the early, but recently where the social media they flood with fraudsters. Who then they send out any kind of thing. This FCF gets then thing and every day they follow up. I just group the way after WASSCE upgrade up to university. When they send all the thing and that they follow up. Then at the go at the field they conduct the exams when you open the paper which they see. You see, so nothing like that when I scam normal people and they scam people them.
I don't really want for agree.
When I waiting me now they tell you so. Waiting now we people and they back don't prove wrong on that. People and they can call me, hey, we don't see this thing. You see, one renowned principal don't call me other year there recently. Hey, this thing don't it is helpful. You see, that time they need to travel for camp first. I get all the material na the motoka. They travel. If they ring number before they ring that they try for pack. And they say, hey, this is for now that's well. I say, what they do forward to me. Now they forward. I say, well, now let us exercise patience until the morning law open. So me, I so engage the morning. I not even get that time they for when I call back. Hey, this thing has come home, Mr. Kamara. I say, well, let you see how social media they deceive. No, therefore, for say WAEC people they leak, then they a complete no to we because we prove them, we they open it. No, at the camp side una they link them up. At the candy.
Alright, go ahead.
At the candy side una they link them up. At the candy. But then thing they just establish that fact. You see. So when what you will experience now, the moment we then people out they release to the centers them. We most of the thing that I get the sample the way they see now the question paper they snap when they don't open when the exam don't start. Now then they snap them begin send out. Of course then they know they dispute that. Then they not to leakage.
Now then
you see now then they snap like we now
the agent
then we the perpetuate exam and practice. Like you don't start exam, say exam don't start 8:30. What invigilators then they do now for get them from there as they open down then begin distribute to candidates then they snap the question paper and send them to the agent the way they do all kind of things whether not the correct thing and begin send back to them candidates then. So now we even go na examination hall we exam they start somebody did the real now an independent monitor not of na the school. If you see within the first 15 to 30 minutes most of the pikin are not the rights until like when they at the tell you see we then snap this thing then send them the agent then work then send back I don't know them group now they begin see paper without get full now begin to use them then scenario then they will not go with it but for say now they see overnight na morning now they say no
This English language wey dem sit so, wetin na be the reason wey make dem postpone am to afternoon wey dem take am morning?
That day na we get technical issues dem. We no be any paper.
The technical issues that na the paper dem don comot na straight before the exam.
Stuff. But if you comot na straight,
because we see plenty na social media.
Why you for take again?
I can understand.
Nothing happen about the English language. It's not about credibility.
But from the public
nothing happen.
And also from a general perspective, I sat to the WASSCE exams. Everybody, as long as you.
Yes. Then what about the one that now we see? We go back in our social media and say English language they don't postpone them. So then go back now they believe say them postpone them.
So it was not postponed.
It was not postponed. The paper, nothing wrong with the paper.
Time that you supposed to.
Now the technical delay that one day. What they talk about? Nothing happened. You see,
on the other side, the ministry, the regional.
No, not from we one side, but you get technical delay will be experienced, but nothing like
delay codes and it can be anything.
No,
paper leak could change. No, it can be a motor car bomb. It can be something happen. So it's a technical.
Well, for change the paper, not to just like we see in the morning. You know it is. Then the next day, that morning they change the car to the other. No. You see, but nothing will happen other than we get some technical delays.
9 o'clock now. We'll get 10 minutes. Don't take the text messages that we don't come because there are a lot of text messages that we don't come. We talk about this malpractice. At 9 people let me wait for. We're going to invite you all at 10 people can sit down and analyze some of this.
Exactly. That's a whole topic.
Yes,
it will be a whole topic.
We'll take this one with come out from Philip George. Kama, I will say how are WAEC exams question leaking? That's the first question Philip asks, and also Philip say what obtains on the ground is different. The explanation and what is happening in the ground is different. This other one again they come out from Philip. This other one they say, Mr. Kamara, if you okay, I will left that one day out. This other one they say, WAEC they are the ones really working with some of these agents, because even for private WASSCE exam. Now the agents they are then can give code for do entries for picking them. We can see them boku one na internet cafe them. This other one is see, Mr. Kamara, I don't ask for make you see paper they no can leak before time. Me here was exams. I had first hand messages or pictures. It will include the questions and the answers a day before the exams, and all written they sent to me. Now I see this one. I will protect the text.
No need for call.
Security sake. I hope you get that one down. And this other one is say the WASSCE exams don't pull na salon long time not to today, because even me when they talk to you so. So they are not talking to us. Even me even me when they talk to you so I sit exam, I get question before them and I pass the exam, and not to that school I get me cast. So I think it's a three-sided question. We'll take another one again and we'll give you a chance for talk about it. This other one is say exams in Sierra Leone are not accurate, because even the one them where they supervise at times and then can connive with the invigilator them for shape the paper then, or during the exam now in the questions then can leak, and students they can even go with phone inside the examination. Or we'll take few of them one lady first. One I hope you get them down. There was one we talk about say even the invigilator then now they can connive with the agents then. For example, you make mention say when private WASSCE exams came out for seats, even though it's a private one for everybody. They say but why can portal now cafe then I didn't can go do them. Is it how you guys don't have any structure where it should be done? For example, in a one WAEC center, go to the district level, it is done in another WAEC center for the credibility. And there's another one also back we say that one say they protect. He say he's a victim. He get the question like a day before and already get 9K. So I don't know, it is interesting for me to know that Now on the day of the exams, now you see the paper and kill it. But there are people outside where they give testimonies.
No, but me say you see, I can get certain things and even a day or even two. But when you open.
You hear the text I hear.
Yes, now you on point to you.
Yeah, he say it be credible.
Now you on point to you.
It day before and it be credible. And there are lots of people. If we give chance to people for give testimony, genuinely, I think we will get more than 5,000 people. Who will testify? Say I don't get paper before.
You will get more than even half of. Perhaps
credible one.
More than even not say credible and underline the word credible. Not say somebody dey swear even per lie. You say they lie to you, if they confirm and back. So this is so people and they don't call. They don't push one and a confirmed source. Now they tell you so, Mr. Kamara. I say, no, you need for tell me confirmed source again. At the end of the day, we then take English. What did that person feel? We some man even don't write it, don't send. You see. So the issue of examination malpractice, of course, it don't affect with education. Can be nobody not deny that fact today. And even every day we come na them platform there we talk about exams malpractice. We get community involvement. People in the really stage na certain roads they even though they come on monitoring. For let them see no more like we them sabi so even if na we dey left motoka them. We dey load per bike for let go no more go monitor on a certain center. But people by the time you remember they don't this was you say I load per bike and they can't watch this. So all them things we know. Nothing not the way they happen. We know on this examination malpractice. But the corona talk, it therefore be a topic on its own where we not WASSCE no more.
Yes.
But we all that player then even the CPSS.
Yes.
Gentlemen, so that let we sit down and discuss that una go know who say the problems then they. But the problems in Boku. So then here, who they get? Because they say even WASSCE officers then they connive for letting if we talk about exam malpractice, WASSCE involvement why would we withhold candidates and results? When I know this because you know you don't pay me money for you do wrong thing. The way you don't pay me later, I see the result back. Why not they? But all the cases they are already about 33,000 results withheld. You see, 40,000 results withheld. Now because of WASSCE the effort for maintain the integrity of the exams. We certainly not alienate them. But never mind this institution will meet them and we will try for doing level best for protect them and on to the next generation where they come. But if WASSCE involved by exam malpractice, you know the able exam malpractice. When results come, we just release all man results that will count about say now where will they withhold results make people then they know say there are exam malpractice. Let me contractual on that.
What really cause this malpractice?
A lot of things. The integrity, the whole issue is the integrity of then supervisors and then evaluators. They will not agree for take. People and they really even from people and just they take normal exam malpractice like we will conduct. The pre-examination malpractice. Now number we are in people and they take 500,000 for candidates for soft in the ground. Evidence is the day.
So what do you do?
Towards that?
What you want to do with all the information?
Of course, people and where they collect them thing and they know where they go now in a center. You go stand strong, then you become an enemy. These are the problems. Then I don't a lot of that very day when they open that paper, when they conduct you. Then why them phones there if then somebody they say anything? But if you don't get something and through this, why you not the reader? You need for good phone, then look at you with phone again and exam solve.
Exactly.
You know, don't copy no more now you cram you need to say. But when you go the kind phone cases there, the papers they right now who don't to line back, who don't catch na the field. And now we know as WASSCE officers then they catch them in and they. So we still maintain the integrity of the exams and when they are about exam malpractice, now we will withhold results. So if we are in connivance with those people, why will they withhold? Why person not able I don't give for I make use of phone. Then now you don't can seize me phone again, you don't withhold the results again. So everybody will get evidence against WASSCE officer. We will not get any secret cow. We will not get anything for hide. You see? So therefore just come up with it. You not need for come out, go to anti-corruption. say I get evidence against so officer. No go try again now because until you go say certain thing. Go normal, we get communication. I make I be telling about the security of the papers then. We get communicate with anti-corruption, the ONS. They were all the power monitoring team doing the conduct. So therefore,
sorry, I don't interrupt you. I witnessed one WASSCE exams with the police officer even told invigilator. I was surprised for see that. A particular school.
He inside the class, now the invigilator.
Yes.
No, the police officers then rule for maintain order.
Even they go around seizing phones.
Yes, if say then he can use that because now candidate not supposed to use phone. And even the police officer they don't be free about that. If you say the invigilator really they allow the police officer get the right for say this phone is not for use and then from there they give the appropriate the candidate get form with them for fill for them phone then they we at the end the result and this fire also will get the offenses then the sanctions them.
Okay.
Or everything. I go left and alone not self reader. Or even the highest winner the collusion. We get then here all of the brief before the exams. We not get anything. Of course we then teach you with phone. Then a cancellation of entire result. Then people in the week can meet you now. Say, hey, me result and cancel them because I not fill form. Now so I not commit nothing, I not do nothing. This collusion I don't work now. Where we picking that they write the same thing, or we then they write for them and they send na phone na the same thing because they receive them thing and then na the same thing. So therefore the same mistake. So therefore we were accident the examiner detector na collusion. So the result of that candidate they withhold them. So why would they do that thing again? For maintain the integrity. Okay. Then now we get systems in place again. We will left them for all that time. We don't need for even some center they don't need for good, but we do anything we will know say this might happen. You see, if mass shooting happen, we will be recognize even the center, we withdraw the center number would be you can't even the different other school for them. So all the measures that our health don't put in place for sanitize the education, but the only issue is integrity issue now we get.
Alright, Mr. Kamara, we'll go for invite you again. You want to question because Bakude for talk, Bakude,
of course,
especially come to this my practice business. Now I don't damage the one whole educational system as well. Make now then scholarship they sell them begin now, then they make now the sit entrance exam. First you get good results, you should go for scholarship, then you go. Now you even sit entrance exam now the local universities themselves na Saloya.
The student they get
because they in English in for one paragraph correct.
Communication skills well. When you go to university.
Alright, plenty thank you to you. And then Nasali Kamara, the head of public affairs now WAEC, acting head. Now WAEC, they don't explain to plenty thing today. And we will try to get another time where you can tell me more about the work and role where WAEC they play. Now this edition of Magic Morning Tigo left you for today. Plenty thank you to production team. Plenty thank you to technical team. Raphael Mara, Adama Awaba says Temple now they give you technical support, and plenty thank you to you send text messages. They will beg pardon when we read all the text messages them, but continue for sending message, like and share the page. We will answer some of the questions on the Facebook, or other people already they go answer some of the questions already sent on Facebook or YouTube channel space. So tomorrow we'll get the midweek edition of the Magic Morning Tea program. Mina Cornelius Sekurandu Wampai presented it.
And Mina Edward Nyake Tui, don't forget see by 12 o'clock we'll get announcements. By 3 o'clock we'll get news really come out around Africa, and by 7 o'clock we'll get the Magic TV Crews. Don't forget see you can can out 22 by 4 studios for any inquiry about waiting Magic TV they involve and you self can get the opportunity for mingle and rally around this wonderful family. Well, me don't be one pound presenter them. Me name na Edward Nyake Tui.
Welcome to Magic Morning Tea. Magic Morning Tea is the best for brightening your day.